to America to accept this award would be putting a target.
When I worked at Sundance in the documentary film program, one of the things that we would do whenever we had a film that was high stakes on the global stage was we would hold back the name of the filmmaker and the project from our press release whenever we gave a press release at the end of our round about which films that we were going to fund. The reason we did that was because alerting the world, alerting the media, which is the point of a press release, that these filmmakers were in this environment, in this country, in this region, making this film that could be exposing something, that could be exposing someone with power or influence, or whatever the danger of making that film was, could make it dangerous for those filmmakers. And we tried as much as possible to protect those filmmakers and keep, the making of that film out of the media, especially before it got done, which is what we did. We gave grants to in-progress documentaries. I've never lived in a time where there wasn't high stakes conflict on the global stage. There has never been a time in history where there wasn't conflict that was high stakes on the global stage. I'm bringing this up today because I need filmmakers to understand, whether you make documentaries or fiction film or write television shows, create television shows, produce media, or you're a journalist, you are a part of a legacy of telling stories, whether your film is a buddy comedy or lighthearted romantic comedy or a horror film, regardless of what kind of story you're telling, whether the story you're telling is high stakes or not, you're a part of a legacy that is high stakes. You're a part of a legacy. You're a part of an industry that is used to create social change or work that happens in an attempt to create social change. As a filmmaker, as a writer, as a producer, as a cinematographer, as an editor, you are part of that legacy. We are a global family that exists to tell stories, and those stories create the culture of the world around us, regardless of the kind of story you're telling. It's something that we need to be very sober about and somber about, because we're responsible for each other. I feel responsible for other filmmakers. I feel responsible for the safety of our field. And that's why, as things change in our industry, it's not just about financial sustainability. Some of us, this is the sustainability of our lives, because we do this work knowing that we create the world around us, knowing that we create the culture of the world around us, knowing that stories are an empathy machine, and the way that we tell stories, good, bad, or indifferent, do impact the world that we live in. And because people die, but movies don't, they will continue to do so. So I don't have a real call to action, but my hope and desire, as a film educator and as a story consultant and as a member of this global community, I hope that we realize that we do belong to each other, and that we work to protect each other, and that we take the work that we create seriously, because there is, unfortunately, often loss of life and loss of other things for people who dare to tell the stories in an attempt to make the world we live in a better place. I hope this helps. Happy writing.